Okay, what's going on, Box Chevy family? I'm pretty sure y'all hear from the thumbnail title or whatever the title of the video. I ain't gonna say the thumbnail, but we're gonna discuss, what's going on with these Box Chevys, the prices and what have you. I feel like this video is well needed to educate folks that's always asking for one to buy a car, or if you might be looking to buy a car, or you might be looking to fix a car up. It's not no direct head-on prices that I'm giving you. It's the price that I pay. The prices might vary depending on what car you getting, the condition it's in, who you buying it from, what city and state you in, and as far as getting maintenance work done or even upgrades on your car, the price gonna vary depending on who's doing that as well. So this is not an exact price, so don't quote me on what I'm saying. I'm just telling you from my point of view of what I spent on my vehicle. We ain't gonna get too deep in the details. I'm just gonna give y'all a roundabout. I might miss some stuff. I might overquote some stuff because I know I don't have every price in my head, but I'm pretty much, for the most part, I know exactly what I got in my car. I ain't gonna say the exact dollar amount, but a ballpark figure, I pretty much know what I got in my vehicle. So we're gonna go for both of them. We will start off with the four-door. Now for my four-door, I paid $6,000 for the four-door off top. No give or take a couple dollars. I paid $6,000 for it. Actually, no, I paid $6,000, not give or take a couple dollars. You take that back. And Jay Feezy, if you're watching this, you jump in the comment section. I bought it from Jay Feezy. Paid $6 grand for the car, which was a good deal. It's pretty clean, solid. It's a decent car. So I have been wanting it for a while. And I'm gonna tell y'all a little backstory on the car. Try not to make it too long, but long story short, for the people who just now follow me, I mentioned this in a previous video before, one of my older videos. The four-door LS box Chevy I was supposed to buy that before I bought the two-door, but he was kind of giving me the runaround, and like I say, he kept playing, and I wanted it so bad, but you know how I go. You want a car, then he don't want to sell it, then you don't want to sell it. You set up a time. We never end up meeting. So long story short, I never end up getting a car from the jump. So maybe a year and a half go by, I done already bought the four-door, the two-door. I actually went to Gurney, Illinois and bought it. It was a guy in Chicago met me halfway with it, and I bought it from there. But long story short, I already had a car, and he ended up hitting me. Well, actually, I ended up hitting him, and he ended up hitting me back. So I'm like, okay. I hit him again. He said, yeah, well, I'll sell it to you. Come check it out. But he told me this a million times, so I'm like, okay, well, he said this 1,000 times. He's not gonna sell me the car, but don't hurt the try because I still wanted it. So he hit me, he set up a time, and he actually stuck through it. And I went through, checked it out. I'm like, this is what I want. Went back, grabbed the money for him, came back and grabbed a car, title and everything in hand. So I got the car. That was cool. That was just a little backstory. But as far as that car, I paid $6 grand for that car. So far, what I did to it, I got me a motor put in it. I got some rally wheels put in it. On it. I got a bunch of little, interior upgrades done to it. Not a bunch, but a few little interior upgrades. So we're gonna start with the motor. The motor itself, I got about, I'm gonna say $5 grand in there. So if you do the math on that, I'm gonna do it off the top of my head. I'm gonna see if I can get my calculator. I'm gonna do it off the top of my head. That was about 11,000 already, right there, right? Give or take a couple hundred. Well, I'm gonna say 12 because I had to pay to get the motor put in and some more stuff. So we're gonna just say 12.5. Because I can't keep up with all the little odds and ends. There's a lot of little odds and ends. When you think you got everything, then you gotta go back and grab some more stuff. So we're gonna try to keep this video short. So we're gonna say we 12.5 in a four-door old school. As far as the motor and the, just the work to get it put in and the price of the car. So then we got the rally wheels. That add on another $1,100, almost $1,200 because I had to buy the rally wheels and tires, center caps, beauty rings, all that stuff. That stuff don't come just in one set. You got to buy it all separately. So I had to buy all that. So we're going to say the car, that takes us to about $13.6 in the four-door box Chevy. So now we at about $13.5. We're going to say $13.5. Excuse me, I got a cold too. So after that, what did I get done? I got the doubled in kit and the doubled in put in there. That was another $800. And if you know how much them double din kits cost with taxes, they like $340 shipped for the the double din bezel. The radio was like $400, and I put it in myself, so that cost me about eight and some change. And I'm just doing roundabout numbers. So now we at about let's say 14,300. So we are at $14,300 already. We ain't really did much to the car already as it is, right? So I got the interior stuff done. My boy Steve Davis threw that stuff together for me. So basically, what my boy Steve Davis did, he did the back deck. That was about $650. Just by itself, the back deck, the console, and the front kick panels. That was about $1,300 together. You know what I'm saying? For that center console I got made and the two kicks, that was about $1,300 just for those two. So 13 plus the rear deck, that's almost 2,000. So we was at 14,300. So add 2,000 to that. We at 16,000 now, right? So we had 16,000 for the old school now. For the 4-door. Okay, so we about 16,300 or 16,200, whatever. Or 250, whatever. So now we what else did I do to the car? The exhaust, I bought the exhaust stuff. That was maybe about $400 and something bucks. Buying the X pipe, all that stuff. Even though I'm not gonna use all that stuff, but that's another $400-500. So we're gonna just say we had 17,000 with the 4-door. I ain't touched it. No paint, nothing. No body work. Now, as far as rims, the rims I just bought, steering wheel and ballet wheels, 28s. Them was $8,500 or $8,400. So you do the math on that. Now we did a big jump from 16 to we had 24, almost 25,000 now. We almost 25,000 in. We is 25,000 in, give or take a couple $100. So that's about 25,000 in that one. Bought some little odds and ends stuff, a little third brake light, LED headlights. I really gonna add that little stuff because that stuff all together probably added up to a couple $100. So y'all do the math on that, man. That's what we gonna say. We gonna stop it at max out at 25,000. We gonna round that off. So the 4-door, 25,000. Y'all got the number right there. So if everybody asking about my car, I got 10, I got 6,500, 8,500. Do y'all see why? And you look at the car, it barely looked like I did anything to it, but for the most part, this is what a lot of car guys go through. Y'all don't see all the blood, sweat, and tears we put into a vehicle. Y'all just see it and think, oh, that's nice, I want to buy it for what price y'all got made up in y'all head. It don't work like that. It ain't that I'm trying to be an asshole or be funny, but I got what I got in my car and I can't give it to you for no less. Now, those rims, granted, they not a part of the car because they not on there. You can take those off and sell them separately, but they bought for the car. So that will go into the price of the car unless I remove the wheels. But as of now, those wheels in that car will not be separated. So the price of those wheels is going to the price of my car, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's another story. So I still got to get the car painted. Still got to get the interior done. Still got to get it fitted for the wheels. Tierra grill, I forgot about that. I ordered a Tierra grill. That was another $1,600. So that I ordered a Tierra grill a few days ago. So that's another $1,600. So basically about 27,000 in that car already, and I ain't really did much to it. So when I see people, and I used to be one of those guys that I see somebody put a high number up for their car, I got a call, and I would be like, damn, that's ridiculous. But now I see that I'm in the same position. I see where the big price tags come from. The car might look stock, but it's a lot of money in it. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. So now, on to the blue one. My LS Swap blue one. I know this is what y'all been waiting on. So, as far as that one, we got, and it's all over a period of time, mind y'all. I didn't do all this stuff within a day. I done had this car almost 2 years now. So, you're just piecing it out, but you still, you putting money into your car. And I would be much more into these vehicles if I didn't know how to do a lot of stuff myself. Now, the blue one, I'm not as far in because I did a lot of stuff. My 4-door, I got the motor done by my guy. So that cost me a little more. But my 2-door, I did it. So we're going to start off. I went and bought the motor and the transmission. The motor and the trans alone, in that car, I got almost about $7,000 in it for the simple fact that I bought a lot of odds and ends stuff. I just know when I got done adding, it was about 7,000, right? So we're gonna start off there, 7,000. Actually, we're gonna start off for the price of the car. The price of the car when I bought it was $5,000. I paid 5 G's for that car, right? Excuse me. So I paid 5 G's for the blue one. I put 7,000 in the motor instantly when I got it. A couple months went by, I started doing all the motor work. I bought a lot of stuff. Wasn't supposed to be doing the motor in there. My guy was supposed to be doing that. I never in my life did an LS swap, mind you. But I did know how to work on cars, but I never really did motor work or nothing, or an LS swap. So I got the paperwork for the LS swap. I read that for about 2-3 months straight, just reading it every night till I got familiar with what I was reading. I watched videos. I watched LS Chevy Router 254. I watched LS Guru. I watched Mr. Griffin. Who else? I watched my boy Steve Davis. Like, I watched a lot of people's videos, and I probably might have missed a person or two because I don't remember everybody. Those just the ones that stick out to me because I, stay in communication with them to this day. But, we communicate from time to time. But that car would have been way more if I would have did the LS swap myself. But long story short, I ended up doing that, but I still came out about $7,000 doing the LS swap, all the parts, all that stuff, drive shaft, all that good stuff. So, exhaust. So we're gonna say we 7,000 plus fly, that's 12,000. So I had to go get the exhaust done. That was about $600. So we about 12,600 into it right now, right? When got the car painted, that was another $3,500. So now we at 16,000 because that's 12,500 plus we're gonna say 35. We at 16,000 for the blue part now. The grill, I paid like $1,450 for the grill. So that's another, we're gonna say 1,500, around to 1,500. So now that's 17,500. I'm in that car. What else did I do to that car? Tires too. So that's another $1,100. So we're gonna say we at 18,500, 18,600, but we're gonna say we at 18,500. What else? I bought all the trim pieces, all that stuff. That stuff came out to probably a little over $1,000. Getting all the new trim, new emblems, all that stuff. That came out to a little bit over a G. I mean, I'm gonna add all the door trim in there too. I got all the door trim, all of that stuff. All the weather trimming and all that stuff for the trunk, the doors. So that's another G. So now we about 19.5. If I'm right, if I jump, yeah, we about 19.5. If I did jump, y'all forgive me because I'm a little tired. But that's my son's birthday and it's Christmas while I'm doing this video. So I think we at 18.5. Then I ended up getting the interior done. So I bought the seats. The seats alone was like $450, $500 just for the Solara seats. I bought the seats. The guy didn't want to separate them. He's supposed to be in the bed. The guy didn't want to separate them, so I ended up having to buy the whole set from the guy. So I gave him like $4,500 for them, $450, $500. I tossed the back seats instantly. All I wanted was the 2 front bucket seats. So that's another 5. So we're gonna say we about 19,000 there. My new interior, I ended up paying a couple grand getting that stitched. I ended up putting it in myself, so I saved some money. As far as putting it in and putting everything back together. But I paid a couple grand for dude to wrap my seats and all that stuff for me. So now we at about 20,000 and some change, 20,500 or something, right? So then my suspension, I got QA1s all the way around. If y'all know QA1s, my front QA1s, there was about $750. So that was another, we had 20,500, so we're gonna say we had 21,200. My QA1s, all that stuff. But matter of fact, I'm not gonna even do it piece by piece. I'm just gonna give y'all a roundabout number for my suspension and get in the store. I paid like $2,500, $2,600 for everything from my front QA1s, my back QA1s, my whole front end. And I got everything redid from the Rudy to the Tootie, everything. The whole front suspension got done. So that was another $2,600. So if you tag on $2,600 to $20,000, that's about $22,000, almost $23,000 right there. I'm in the car, right? Now, I got my sunroof did. I got a sunroof put in there and a digital dash. Digital dash was like $450. It was a Intel Electronics one, but it was cheap. But that was about $450. I spent about $500-600 getting it hooked up. If y'all know, y'all know. So that's another $1,000. So I'm gonna say we had 24,000. Then I ended up getting my sunroof done, a new headliner, and my dash wrap. That cost me about $1,500 to get all that done just for the sunroof. So you gotta do the math. I'm about 25 in that one too. So I keep getting them boxes. I got 8,000 for that car. I got 10,000 for that car. For all y'all, then I got remote start and all that stuff hooked up. That was another $500-600 getting all that electrical stuff. I got all the new speakers put in there. So now I'm losing y'all with this price, but we gonna round off to 25,000 with that one. So y'all see where I'm at with the car, and I'm not even done with that one. I mean, I gotta get a couple more things done, like a dyno tune in the rear end, but that one pretty much done. But that don't really reflect 25,000 until you try to do it yourself, and then you say, okay, and that's on the cheap end. You know, it's people that got 50, 60,000 in their cars. That's cheap. What I got in my cars is cheap, but so we gonna total that up to both of the cars. We gonna say we got 50 grand in both of the cars. That's the price. 50 grand in both of the cars, you know what I mean? And still climbing. I'm gonna buy some wheels for the blue one. Still gotta get all my music. I ain't got none of my music yet. That's gonna run me 2,000, 3,000 just for the music. So y'all do the math, man. This car shit ain't cheap. I just thought I'd go over there with y'all. Thought I'd share with you. But y'all got any questions, y'all let me know how y'all feel. If y'all watching this video, please hit the subscribe button. I really would appreciate it if you're watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, man. There's more to come. Got some good stuff coming up this week. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm finna put this little girl out because it's past bedtime. Yeah, you. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate everybody who rocking with me. Y'all know who you are. And then y'all get in the comment section. Everybody, I try to reply to everybody, or at least like everybody comment. I ain't too Hollywood, man. Like I said, I'm still on the lower level. I'm trying to get up there myself. So if y'all keep rocking with me, we will get there one day. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. It's BOXCHEVY checking out. Catch y'all on the next one. Y'all got any questions, get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. I think it was well needed. Y'all let me know. Catch y'all on the next one though, man. Peace.